everyone, welcome to Pipes, Tobacco, and Whiskey. So we've kind of done our tour, our virtual tour of the four brick and mortars that I went to on this trip, and really had a good time doing that. We did an episode just before those two virtual tours of a Country Squire blend that I bought while I was on there, and now we're going to give you our impressions of a blend that I bought at McCranie's in North Carolina. And this is McCranie's Red Stag. Now, Red Stag the tobacco is actually manufactured by Sutliff, but they blend it.
That explains a little bit.
They blend that in a certain way, and I'm not sure, but they told me that this was a straight matured red Virginia. There's nothing else in this blend. And looking at it, you know, I could probably see that. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot of anything else in there. You can only get it at McCranie's. So if you want to try this one, you'll probably have to get online and order it from them. Again, this is a straight matured Virginia. There are no flavorings. It's a ribbon cut. It comes in bulk, and they have it all the time there. The strength on this is about a medium, maybe a moderate, less than a medium. The taste on this is also a moderate, and so we're going to go right on into this one. Now, usually I do a little research on all of our blends that we give our impressions on. Mm-hmm. I tried to find reviews and impressions on this. I couldn't find anything. Nothing. No reviews on tobacco reviews. McCranie's website didn't even have reviews of it. I looked for videos. I couldn't find any. So if you guys know of any reviews on this, either videos or written, could you send us those links? Because I'd like to read those or watch those as well. But let's go ahead and start with this one. We'll start with Tin Note. Now, before I get you to do this, and let me cover this one up, okay? I brought out 3 other blends that we have smoked, and probably we've reviewed as well, that this is supposed to be similar to. Mm-hmm. All right, okay, and we'll start with the McClellan's. Okay, this is the McClellan's Anniversary Blend 2002.
I remember it.
Okay, we opened this one up last year. All right, give that a whiff. Tell me what you think about that.
I mean, it's got that McClellan's ketchupy, vinegary kind of smell going through it. Man, it's a shame. Is what it is. It brings disparity and hope.
That is a beautiful scent.
Yeah.
But it's not extremely strong.
No, absolutely
okay.
not.
All right, then this is Watch City's Rhythm and Blues. Okay. Also a matured red Virginia. I think it also had some Cavendish in it.
This was also one that I really thoroughly enjoyed.
Yeah. What do you think about that one?
Yeah, there's definitely Cavendish in this one. It's coming through. The Red Virginias smell pretty similar to the McClellan's blend, but the Cavendish that's in there takes it to a different...
It kind of mellows it out
a little bit. Not as strong as the McClellan's scent.
Okay. All right, last one. This is Ken Byron's Byronic Slices.
Yes.
Okay? Straight, matured red Virginias. That's all it is. Try that.
Okay.
We're getting a little stronger now, aren't we?
Yep, this one's stronger than the McClellan's. It's quite possibly due to the fact that the McClellan's is already 20 years old, but...
It could be.
This one is not that old. I think this one is honestly like a couple months old. But
that's right.
It is strong, mature red Virginia scent.
Okay. Now, having done that, because basically that's all the same leaf, right?
Yes.
Okay. Here is McCranie's Red Stag. Now, Tin Note, go.
I've done this before, so don't judge me, guys. So this is a stronger scent than the Ken Byron's that thing. Wow. It just, the first time I did this, I 10 noted it like I've done everything else. Honker in the jar, get a good smell of everything that's going on in there. And I almost hacked up a lung because of how powerful those red Virginias were coming through. And I mean, that's all it is. But this has that really ketchupy, vinegary scent, and just in multitudes.
Man,
there's no layers.
There's such a strong vinegar profile
it's
to
just,
this.
It's just there.
Yeah. Now I get a couple of other things too. I get a little bit of kind of a smoky, woody kind of smell in there. Just a slight bit of grassiness.
Slight bit of grassiness. I'll get that. Yeah.
Do you get any dark fruit in
Nope.
this?
Nope.
I do just a little bit, but man, you just get hit in the face with that acidic vinegar
Yup.
kind of.
Yes, sir.
And it's to me, it's just so awesome because there's nothing else like it. There's just nothing else like it. Okay. Yeah, and I'm getting a sweetness behind there. Try that again. Smell that again. There's some sweetness back there. Little bready smell too.
It's just so sharp. So sharp. Yeah, a little sweetness. Mostly, gosh, most of that acid. Goodness. Yeah, just a lot of vinegar. A lot of vinegar coming through on this smell. Not an overwhelming amount, but considering every other blend anybody's ever 10 noted or smelt before, when it comes to a pure red Virginia blend, this has got to be the strongest one I've ever smelled.
It's the strongest I've ever smelled, that's for sure. So, okay, I love it. I love the tin.
Oh yeah, it yields a very good, promising smoke because that's the level of scent that I'm wanting. Because I've had all kinds of tobaccos before that have smelled pretty ketchupy and vinegary, and I'm like, man, we're getting into McClellan's territory right around here, and then it doesn't taste near as good as it smells.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's talk about the taste then. What do you get picking up on your flavors?
So, to compare it to something else, it's a different profile. You could tell the taste comes through. That's where the mature in the matured red Virginias comes through. It is much more mild-mannered than the 10 note. You still get the vinegar, but it's not hitting the sides of your tongue and the corners of your mouth like you kind of want it to. The grassiness is very strong. There's some good grassiness there. Very smooth going, mature red Virginia. I would have to smoke the McClellan's again to know if it's any similar to it, you know?
Well, we may have to do that. I know where you're going with that. But, it's not nearly as strong flavor profile as the 10 note.
Now, it is a good flavor profile.
The tanginess comes through.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wonderful tanginess. It's got a little bit of sweetness in there, too. It's got some smoky, woody, kind of earthy hints to it. I get a little bit of the dark fruit in here. There's just a tart sourness in there that just really appeals to me. I really like that.
That's always what I'm looking for, especially in the Virginia blends. Is I want that tart, sharp flavors. I want those really like that kiwi taste where there's just a little bit of mild sweetness, some grassiness, and then sharp flavors right there along the sides of my mouth where it almost hits
that tartness,
those glands, those little areas on my tongue where I know that's where it receives tart.
Well, this
kind of hits
this
just
one
like
definitely
that.
comes through like that. And you know, like I said, you get a little bit of a breadiness in there as well. people kind of think that all Virginias have a citrus kind of flavor to it. I at the end of the smoke, at the end of the, on the back of my tongue, I do get a little kind of a slight lemon hint. But for the most part, it's that tangy, ripe, dark fruit with a little bit of sweetness and a little bit of earthy, smoky kind of. Oh, man.
It's a very good flavor. Very, very, very good flavor.
Yeah.
So we know this is from Sutliff line leaves, right?
They source all their bulk tobaccos from Sutliff. That's what they told me.
God, they are getting they're getting so close. They are getting so close, man.
It's not the same as McClellan.
No, but
there's definitely a difference. But it is.
Damn it, some of these.
It is pretty nice.
Because that's the thing. You're getting it from guys like Watch City Cigar, who are taking that tobacco, and they're making their own blends out of it, which are amazing blends. McCranie's so far, I've had one as well. What was the one that
Jamestown?
That's an amazing blend.
That's a vapor.
Yeah, Ken Byron, I think he gets some of his stuff from them too. He won't tell us, or he won't
I don't
say,
know where they source it.
But damn it, it smells like it, and it tastes like it.
Yeah.
And I think some of these independent guys are doing really, really great work with some of these tobacco blends that they're getting from Sutliff, and even Sutliff itself. Jesus, this is a good one.
The Sutliff 515.
Yep.
The Sutliff Red Virginia 515 is the one that is the closest, to that in the Sutliff line. So I wonder if
McCranie's has something similar.
If the base of this is the 515. Okay, well, you got anything to add with the flavors?
Nothing on the flavors.
It's
Maybe
consistent.
it's more of an other note. Yeah, it's really consistent. I don't know if I would want it to be a little more dry or not, because the one thing is I don't want this to smoke faster than it already is, because it already seems like the way it's cut and the fineness of the ribbon cut that's on it, it already seems like it's going through it pretty well. And I'm already having to slow my cadence down on this smoke, because I could feel that if I were to puff, 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 puff like I do some of my other blends, I'm going to hack up a lung.
Yeah, I picked this up from McCranie's, and they took it right there out of the jar right there, and it does come dry. It is drier than most, but I like it. But you're right.
Where it's at right now, I don't think I would change it.
But you're right. I'm the same way. I do have to slow down to kind of get the enjoyment out of it rather than a burn out of it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to the room note.
So the room note, man, you get that kind of smell again from the Tim note. Just much more smoky, earthy. It's much darker of a kind of smell that you're getting in the room note. Not darker in the sense where it's like wrong or depressing, just heavier. Heavier probably is a better word. This is a very light smell coming out of the tin, very bright, very summer focused. You smoke it. Wow, this is something you could smoke all year long. You get into the room note, okay, now this kind of feels more like we're going into fall.
Yeah. I would compare, this is where, to me, this blend is similar to other Red Virginia blends, is where it's kind of got that Virginia essence. It's more of a smoky quality than anything else, and it's similar to others.
Virginia's always, in my opinion, the people who make Virginia blends or are going for a particular Virginia blend are always looking for the taste to be the shining star. They're never really concerned with the tin note or the room note as much as they are, you're going to taste all these flavors, and here's an awesome blank palette that we can build off of.
Yeah. What do you think about the nicotine content?
I think this one's got a decent nicotine.
Maybe a
hit.
medium?
I wouldn't say it's really, really high up there, but this is about a medium, and it's quite possibly because it is a matured red Virginia. I do have to slow my cadence down. So I do feel like, yeah, this would be a little heavier on the body if you were to continuously smoke it all day, every day. Having said that, it would be something worth doing.
Yeah. Well, a couple of things about this one that I've noticed is it definitely burns cool and clean. Needs to be slowed down a little bit to enjoy it, I think. It's real consistent in flavor from top to bottom.
Yeah.
It really doesn't change that much. It's got that tartness that you start with is there when you finish.
Yeah.
So it's pretty consistent. Leaves a little bit of moisture in the bowl. And it requires a couple of relights here and there, depending on how moist it is. But this is dry, but I'm finding that every now and then I do need to relight.
Yeah, I do too.
It has a lingering aftertaste, a pleasant lingering aftertaste.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, and the room note is also a little lingering as well. What do you think? An all-day smoke or no?
Wow, it's something difficult to say because here's what I could say for this. For me, yes. For you, yes. For Ian, no.
And maybe not Colton either.
Yes, that's the thing. Well, maybe, because Colton's been getting into Virginias pretty easily as well. But I'm saying this is something for, if you want to consider this an all-day smoke, this is for the experienced smoker. I think so. Somebody who has
all day, yeah.
All day.
I'm with you on that.
For somebody who has a much more sturdy palate for all the different flavors that they've probably tried throughout their lives when it came to smoking, this is something that you could smoke all day that would leave a pleasant zing on your tongue. This would leave a nice little brisk little, like an acidic lemony flavor on your tongue for the rest of the day. And I feel like some people could handle that and enjoy it. People who really like aromatics or startup smokers or things like that, probably not going to want to feel this on their tongue all day long.
Yeah. All right. So after this is kind of pricey.
Thirsty.
This is kind of pricey. I was looking online today, and I didn't even, when I went in there.
Yeah, you didn't ask prices.
I didn't even ask the price. I just said, hey,
I got to try this one.
I want to try that. So they gave me 2 ounces of it. But I think it's like $9 an ounce.
Jeez.
Or yeah.
Oh my God.
I think it's expensive.
Oh
yeah.
Man, we are looking up there into.
I should probably check that. Let me.
We'll be back.
Yeah, let me check that. So after some research, we found out that it's $9 for a 2-ounce bag,
which is the smallest
that
you can
made me
purchase.
feel a little better because I was like, $9 an ounce is crazy. But that breaks down to what?
$4.50. Yeah.
Yeah, $4.50 an ounce.
$4.50 an ounce.
That's
still on a little higher side.
Yeah,
but
still.
that's a little. I feel a little better about that price than I do at $9 an ounce, especially for a bulk blend.
Yeah.
Now, having said that,
it's worth it.
It is absolutely worth it, guys. The only reason it shows $9 on the site is because you have to buy at least 2 ounces.
Yeah, 2 ounces is the minimum order. And, of course, it gets cheaper as you go along.
Yes.
You buy 2 ounce, 8 ounce, 16 ounce.
Yes.
So, anyway, yeah. All right, so So the question is, what are you going to give this one? Red Stag.
So,
I find it really difficult to believe that there's no reviews out there on this.
Well, to be honest, I had never heard of McCranie's until you came back from vacation.
Well, McCranie's is a well-known store, and of course, Brian Levine from the Pipes Magazine radio show. He goes to McCranie's. That's his brick and mortar. That's where he lives. So
This is all going to come down to, because we know right now this is a mature red Virginia, has that really strong ketchupy taste that I love, that really strong smell that it salivates my mouth getting into it. Just the smell of it preps me for being excited for the smoke of it. And so, and then it leans towards that home where it makes it go, oh, this is almost a McClellan's blend kind of thing. So it adds all those hype factors to it. And the taste comes through really, really well. Just the fact that I have to slow my cadence, it always irritates me when I have to go, well, now I have a tobacco telling me how I need to smoke. Having said that, though, I am going to start strong with it because it's readily available. Mm-hmm. It's easy to get. Although I can't buy it in 1 ounce bags, I'm probably not ever going to if I do buy it. Probably will. It probably won't be just a 2 ounce bag. I'm going to start us off with 4.5 shots. I think it's worth it, man. It is a solid smoke. It is a solid tier 1 smoke right there. And the only reason I wouldn't give it a 5, I really can't say why. I just feel like I shouldn't yet.
All right, if you like tangy that red Virginia flavor, this is going to be way high on your chart.
Absolutely.
Okay, but don't get me wrong. This tobacco is one-dimensional.
I think maybe that's what I'm having an issue with. There's something stopping me from going, this is a 5. And I can't figure out what it is.
This tobacco is one-dimensional. All those things we talked about, you get through the whole smoke.
Yep.
But that's it. That's it. But if Red Virginias is your thing, this should be way up on your chart of Red Virginias. I love these Red Virginias too. I really like Rhythm and Blues. It's a little more mild than this one. Byronic Slices is excellent. Of course, there's something magical about McClellan's.
Yes.
But this one, for me, is awesome. I really, really enjoy this. These are the types of Virginias I enjoy. Yes. I don't like the light Virginias or
I'll enjoy those, but this one is swinging on a different note for me, and I really, really am enjoying it.
I like this. I'm going to give it a 4.5 also.
All right, so that's a good score.
Yeah, so for McCranie's Red Stag, we're giving it 4.5 shots.
There we go,
4.5 for Red Stag. This has been a really great pleasure to smoke. And let me tell you, I bought 4 or 5 different blends from McCranie's. I've smoked this one. I've smoked Highland Mixture, which is supposed to be their answer to Frogmorton Cellar. Okay. And by the way, they used to source all their bulk tobaccos from McClellan's. But when McClellan's, just like Country Squire, when McClellan's went out of business, they had to find another sourcing.
There's too many similarities right there between Sutliff and McClellan's again. That's just making me go.
But I tried that Highland Mixture. You've got that Jamestown.
I do have the Jamestown.
Colton, I forget what I got him, but it was a straight Virginia. And then Ian, I got an aromatic.
Yep.
And the reports all back from you guys on those blends were they were excellent.
They're
blends.
good tobaccos.
Yeah. So McCranie's guys, you need to get online. I'll put the website to their bulk tobaccos on the description, and you can go straight to that site. But you really do need to give them a shot.
They're doing something good down there, guys.
Great stuff. All right. Anything else?
No. Thank you guys for watching. And make sure you like and subscribe the videos. Likes really help us out a lot. Puts us up on YouTube's report board and really kind of gets us further into the progress. We've already passed 2,000 subscribers.
We're at 2,100 now.
So just continue to subscribe to us. Tell your friends about us. And if you like what you're seeing, please hit that like button. That helps out more than you know.
Thanks a lot, guys. We really do appreciate you. Don't forget,
make all your piping moments count.
We'll see you next time. Have a wonderful week. Oh, by the way, we talked about possibly moving the upload date from Sunday to maybe Monday or Tuesday.
Okay.
After this episode, that's going to happen.
Okay.
So next week's episode will not come out on a Sunday. It'll probably come out on Monday. All right, because that's deer season starting, and we're at the deer camp through Sunday night.
Yep.
There's no. I mean, we're in a dead zone out there. There's no reception out there at all, so I can't upload any videos while I'm out there. So anyway, so that's going to start next week. So I hope that doesn't inconvenience any of you guys. Thanks a lot. Have a great week. We'll see you next time.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, guys.